So guys, welcome back. If you've got a Ford Transit, this is the Mk7, the Mk6 is very similar. It's potentially one of the easiest things to service yourself. I'm going to show you how to do it. This is the 2.2 diesel, so the engine's that way. The 2.4 diesel, the engine's that way. It's basically exactly the same, apart from it's a slightly different oil filter. Let's start underneath. So under here, that's where your drain plug is. That's a 13mm. I'll overlay a shot of me taking that off a minute ago. Super easy. Doesn't have to be too busting tight because it's got a rubber seal on it. And then this is where the oil filter is. Again, I'll overlay a shot of me taking that off because that's got a 27mm nut on it, which is ridiculous really, because it doesn't have to be that tight, but obviously it's plastic, so they don't want you like stripping it or chewing it apart. But when you do it back up, it doesn't have to be 27mm spanner tight. It's only got to be pinch tight. You think about it, normal oil filters are only like hand pinch tight, so it's only got to be as tight as that. It's all got rubber seals on it as well. And then on the back of the forklift workbench, that's where my cup of tea is as well, this is the oil filter that comes off. So you literally just change this internal bit here, that comes off. It's tricky with one hand. And then this is the new one that goes in. It kind of clips in there. There's like a little clip thing there. It kind of pushes in. And then also you need to change this rubber seal that's around here. So the oil filter comes with a new one, which is there. It's a little bit tricky to get the other one off. I've just bought this little like hook and pick set. Is literally like £3 from Euro car parts. It's just really handy to like hook it under there, don't drop it, and then hook that off, put the new seal in, put the new oil filter in there, and then slot it back up, do it up tight, and then just do it up kind of pinch tight with your 27mm spanner. Once you put the new oil filter in and change the rubber seal, make sure you put oil on the rubber seal so it doesn't skag when you fit it in, and definitely don't pour oil all over your forklift and a bit on yourself. And then from the top, before you start all that, just undo your filler cap. Obviously when you go to fill it back up, ideally use like a funnel or something. That's where you're going to pour your oil in. Once you've put obviously the filter and the sump plug back in, otherwise it's just going to pour straight out again. I also pull the dipstick out as well, just so you don't get an airlock. I'm using 5W40 in this. You're supposed to use 530, but I've been told once you've gone over 100,000 miles in any vehicle, it's probably worth going up a weight in the oil, and you're supposed to use some Ford oil that's got detergents and stuff in it. But I'll get this triple QX from Euro car parts. I run it in pretty much everything, and it's good as gold. Once it's done 100,000 miles, it's fine. If you put 530 in it, it'll just use more, it'll probably leak more. And then in here is your air filter. So there's a clip there, clip there, clip there, one on there, one on there, and then that whole thing just lifts up, pulls the pipe off, and then that just on some locator tabs at the back. And then don't drop it on the floor, and then have a look at that. I'll be honest, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to put that back in. That doesn't even need changing. And then when you put it back in, make sure it locates on the lugs at the back. Easier said than done, one-handed. No, it's in. And then put the pipe in the side, and then put all those clips back. Here's your fuel filter. I only changed this last year. I've only done about 5,000 miles of it, so I'm not going to bother. But literally, it should just be ham tight. Twist it that way, so to the left. Wiggle the whole thing down. It's a little bit tight, but it's all. It should you be able to do. It should just be able to do it with your hand. Literally pull that way, pull down. Fill the new one up with fuel before you put it back in. If you put the new one on with no fuel in it, you're gonna have a massive airlock, and you'll crank it and crank it and crank it, and it never start. Fill the new one up with fuel, push it back up, and then twist it until it locks in place. And then the easiest bit to do is your cabin filter. It's literally just here. When you open the bonnet, it's literally right in front of you. I forgot to change this last year. Potentially the year before, potentially the year before. That's the new one. That's potentially where coronavirus started. So that's we'll put the new one in there, and then that just slides up on top in these little channels here. And that is everything that I can think of. Yeah, that's it. It's potentially the easiest thing ever. Everything's, you can get to it. You don't even have to jack the vehicle up. You can do it all on the floor, but I'm 6 foot and kind of fat, so I'll just give me a bit of extra access, and it's easier to make a video of as well. If you like that, like, subscribe, check out my other videos because they're a lot better than this, and I'll see you on the next one.